The Church of Jesus Christ is in essence apostolic, which means that above all, it is sent out with a mission. This implies that all members of His church, all disciples of Jesus, are sent out with a message to demonstrate and to proclaim. To whom are we sent out? We would like to suggest a tool for you called OIKOS Map. This tool will allow you to identify clearly to whom you are sent and will help you persevere in prayer for the advancement of the mission entrusted to you by the Lord. But first, let's consider how Jesus spent His time every day. Much of His time was spent going out to meet people where they were. In their homes, like Matthew or Zacchaeus, the tax collector. At their workplaces, like Peter. In the villages, like the Samaritan woman. Or in the temple in Jerusalem. The relationships He established with all these people to share the good news also allowed Him to meet many others, people from the relational circles of those He met. Sometimes the whole household, even the whole village, accepted the good news of the kingdom. Like the demonized man from the Gadarenes who went back to his people to tell them what Jesus had done for him. Or like the Samaritan woman who proclaimed to her entire village who Jesus was. This is how the gospel is spread, through relational networks. Jesus used the word oikos, which in Greek means extended household, neighbors, or agricultural or artisanal cooperative. The Oikos Map is a tool inspired by Jesus' method. You have social circles of different sizes where you exert an influence. Whether it's good or bad, you definitely have an influence. The most common spheres of influence are your family, your neighbors, your colleagues, your friends, people in the service industry like your hairdresser, your barista, your immediate neighborhood, and even your leisure activities, for example, sports, music, and other clubs. And Jesus also gives a special place to the poor people we meet or haven't yet met. So we must not forget them in our circles of influence. We now suggest you draw your Oikos Map. Start by writing your name in the middle of a piece of paper and identify 5 of your spheres of influence from those already mentioned. Continuing with your Oikos Map, write down someone's name who is far from God in each of your 5 spheres of influence. Take your time. If you don't know which name to choose, stop for a moment and ask God to show you which person He wants you to adopt. Because this is what it's really about. A commitment to carry and give spiritual birth to this person in prayer. If, for example, you don't yet know your neighbors, ask Jesus in faith over the next few days to create an opportunity for you to meet at least one of them with whom you can start a relationship. You can be sure that He'll do it, and earlier than you might think. You can put down the name of someone you see regularly or the name of someone you rarely see. These people will become your VIPs. Very important people. This means they are very important and will have a special place in your heart, in your prayers, and then in the relationship you will develop with them. With the help of this Oikos Map, you'll begin to pray very regularly for these people, preferably every day. We strongly recommend that you pray together with some friends, either in your discovery group or early in the morning via whatever technology you have at your disposal. You will be amazed at how God will answer the prayers of those who agree to pray according to His will, because He loves the lost and dearly wants to save them. Your eyes will also be open to see how to do good towards these people, by your questions, which show a sincere interest, by your encouraging words, by your willingness to serve. Through prayer, you will be able to discern where this person is in their spiritual journey. And your words and actions will be in line with what they need. Indeed, prayer merely precedes and underlies action. Stop. God is speaking to you. Obey. God is at work. While persisting in prayer, don't wait for everything to line up perfectly in order for you to start a relationship with your oikos. Also, don't wait until the timing feels perfect. Keep it simple and be intentional. Developing these relationships will inevitably lead you to meet the people in your VIP circles. You can then add the names of those people to your map. In fact, you're essentially writing the oikos of your 5 VIPs. You don't know their names yet? Go ahead and draw blank circles. They'll fill up soon enough. Jesus prayed for those who would believe in him through his disciples. My prayer is not for them alone. I pray also for those who will believe in me through their message. John 17:20. The Oikos prayer map is also a strategic map. You decide to reach out to these people to build a relationship in a safe environment where they feel accepted as they are and not judged. Soon you can start having spiritual conversations with them, and then, at the right time, share your story and God's great story. And these people will tell others. If more and more disciples around you are mobilized to act in faith in this way, specific areas will start being seeded with prayer and the proclamation of the message that is able to transform all lives, and thereafter neighborhoods and cities. And this is exactly what is happening in many parts of the world. Praying abundantly, sowing abundantly are two things that are essential for seeing a harvest. Share this tool with some of your friends and embark on the adventure together.